Hey everyone, it's Eric from The Shooter's Value. Today I will be doing a second video on my Tristar Viper G2 Sporting semi-auto shotgun. I did a first video already on this gun. I just went over all the features with the stock and the forend and the barrel and kind of all the things you get for the price and the money of this gun. So now that I've had a chance to shoot a few hundred rounds, I kind of want to come back and give you my first impressions on how it shoots and what has happened so far. So first what I did is I went out and I shot 25 rounds of 3-inch Magnum birdshot loads, which is what TriStar recommends to make sure that the spring gets loosened up and kind of all the working pieces are running smooth. So I did that, and then after I got through that box, I had a box of this Federal. This is that Federal stuff you can get from Walmart. Comes in like a, kind of a big pack of 100 for like 20-25 bucks. So I actually had a box of this, but it was actually about half Federal and it was half Winchester, which is basically the same stuff from Winchester, kind of their cheap target loads. So I shot about 15 Federal rounds through it after those 3-inch Magnum birdshot loads, and I had no issues with it, no failures of any kind, shot really smooth. And then I went to shoot the Winchester. I had 10 rounds of Winchester, and every single one of them would not cycle the bolt back. And I'm not talking like stovepipes. I'm talking like it would cycle it back maybe like a quarter of the way, and then it would just stay shut. So it just wasn't, it either wasn't having enough force to blow the bolt back, or the springs, something wasn't loosened up enough. So every single one of those Winchesters did that, and it really did kind of make me concerned. So I went and grabbed another box of my Federal, just the only the Federal, and I shot 25 rounds through it and had 0 failures. So it kind of eased my mind a little bit. I was kind of concerned. I just kind of figured I'll stay away from those Winchesters. So I went out after that. I think the next weekend after that, and shot sporting clays. So I went out, and in my first 50 with the Federal, I was getting, again, a failure to cycle the bolt about 1 out of every 4 or 5 times. Now, when I went out, it was about a month ago, it was 28 degrees in the morning, so it was cold. But it was just really frustrating that I was getting so many, failures where it just wasn't cycling the bolt properly. But then, in my next 50, I had 0 malfunctions. So, I don't know if it got warmer outside, or if my gun heated up, or the stuff just started loosening up a bit. So I came home, did some research, and I saw that semi-autos can be kind of picky in the cold. I saw that, if you don't have enough feet per second on that, they just won't cycle the bolt properly. And these are at 1,200 feet per second. And so I kind of did some research. I did some research on how to lube up the gun. I definitely don't think I actually had the gun lubed up properly. So I don't know if that could have been a cause of in those first 50 having so many failures to cycle, or what. I also read somewhere on a forum, it was kind of interesting. They said you got to make sure that the magazine cap always stays tight. So I thought, okay, that'll be good info. So then my buddy, so before that, I thought, okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get online, I'm gonna order some more ammo, and I'm gonna try and find a box that is a faster feet per second. So I got these Estate, which is 1,290 feet per second. So it's about 100 feet more than the Federal. But then the next weekend, my buddy wanted to go out and go sporting clay shooting, and the Estates have not come in yet. So all I had left was my Federal. So I was like, well, we'll give it a shot. I definitely made sure I lubed it up properly this time and had it done right. And I went out, shot 100 rounds, 0 malfunctions. So none whatsoever. So that really made me feel good about the gun. At this point, it is how it shoots when it was shooting was super, super soft on the shoulder, very easy to shoot. I was actually already posted up my best scores sporting clays wise, so that made me happy also, and I was not having any malfunctions at this point. I did kind of check the cap, every station or two, just to make sure it was tight, and sometimes it would be a little loose, I don't know, but I just kind of cranked down on it every time just to make sure. I don't know if that was the reason why it didn't have any issues, or if maybe I had it lubed properly by now, or maybe the gun was just loosening up more at this point. So when I went out with him, I shot 100 rounds of the Federal, and I had 0 malfunctions. So about a week or two ago, this came in the mail, and I was able to go out and shoot this sporting clays again, and I had another 150 rounds, and I had 0 malfunctions of any kind again. So now I'm sitting at about 250 rounds with 0 malfunctions after that kind of initial time when I was getting those failures to cycle the bolt back. So I don't know if it's a combination of, maybe having a little bit better ammo than just kind of the cheap stuff. If it's a combination of that, or lubing the gun properly now. It is my first semi-auto. I think that I honestly just don't think I had it lubed properly at the time. So if it's that, or if it has something to do with the magazine cap maybe. Anyways, I feel really confident with the gun now. I haven't had a failure in 250 shells, so I do feel good about it. I don't anticipate that I will have any more failures at this point. Gun seems to be broken in well, and I feel good about it. So very, very happy with my purchase so far. It's a very easy shooting shotgun. When I have my pump action and I would go out and shoot 50 shells doing like a sporting clay course, man, at about 50, getting to 60, 70, my shoulder, it was just starting to ache a little bit. It was getting tired of shooting. I can go out here, and when I get to 100, I don't even feel it yet. I could probably easily shoot 250 rounds straight through on a course and have no issue shooting them. So it's a super soft shooting gun, very accurate, at least I think so far, with my scores going higher and better. So I will be coming back doing kind of a third video after I get to a few thousand rounds to make sure the gun is still working properly, make sure nothing's broke on it, and I'll be letting you know. But so far, very pleased with this gun. I couldn't be happier with the price I paid for it and with the results I'm getting out of it at this point. So thanks for watching. Watch our other videos, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Thank you.